All right, in this lesson, this is lesson 4-6, mixed numbers and improper fractions. We're going to talk about mixed numbers and improper fractions. Okay, so I'm going to write a couple things on the board. Okay. All right, so I've just written a couple of different fractions on the board. Okay, this 4 2/3 is called a mixed number. Okay, it's a mixed number because it has a whole number and it has a fraction. Okay, this is a mixed number. Okay, 16/3. This is called an improper fraction. It's an improper fraction because the number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom, okay? So we can, just looking at this, okay, so for every whole is made up of 3 pieces. We've got 16 pieces. We could make several wholes, can't we? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and learn today how to go between mixed numbers and improper fractions. Okay, so the first section in your book talks about turning a mixed number into an improper fraction, okay? So remind yourself, okay, this number right here, the denominator, tells you, okay, in every whole, I've got 3 pieces, okay? So think about this, okay? Here's my handy dandy circle, okay, or peace sign. So every whole has 3 pieces, okay? So I have 4 wholes already, okay? So we're going to turn this mixed number into an improper fraction. Remember, that's where we've got a lot of pieces on the top and then the denominator on the bottom. All right, so if I have 4 wholes already, how many pieces is that? Well, that would be okay. So these are my 4 wholes. Well, how many pieces is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, okay? Did I really need to draw all this out and count? No. All I would have to do is multiply 4 times 3, okay? I have 12 pieces in these 4 holes. But I still have 2/3 also, okay? So I'm going to draw this 2/3. So I also have another with 2 already taken, right? So I've got the 4 holes, 12, and then I'm going to go ahead and add those 2 pieces, okay? That's 14, okay? So I have 14 total pieces, and then 3 is my denominator, and that just says, okay, in every whole there's 3 pieces, okay? So, you know, I drew it out just so you kind of understand where I'm getting those numbers, but how I would do it is I just multiply. 4 times 3, that's 12. Oh, look, I got my 12. And then I've got my 12, then I'm going to add the 2, 12 plus 2, 14, and then the 3 stays the same because that's the denominator. Okay, let's try this a few more times. I'm not going to draw it out every time. Let's do 6 1/2. Okay, 6 1/2. Mixed number because it's got a whole and a fraction. Okay, so remember denominator. Okay, there's 2 pieces in every whole, so I have 6 holes. So we do 6 times 2, that's 12 pieces and 6 holes. And then we're going to add the 1 that's kind of in that one that's not full. Okay, so 6 times 2 is 12 plus the 1 is 13. And then I keep my denominator the same, 13/2. That's the improper fraction. That's the improper fraction way of writing 6 1/2. Do one more. Okay, so think about this. What would the first thing to do? Okay, so to solve this, I'm going to do 4 times 4, 16. I've got 16 pieces in those 4 holes. Then add the 3, 16 plus 3, 19/4. That's the improper fraction. Okay, so now we're going to kind of do the opposite, okay? I'm going to give you an improper fraction, and we've got to turn it into a mixed number. So let's do 17/3. Okay, got my improper fraction, have to turn it into a mixed number. I have to have a whole and then whatever fraction goes with it. Okay, so 17/3, well, I know every 3 pieces is 1 whole. So how many 3's will go into 17? Well, 3 times 5 is 15, so that's 5 wholes. Okay, so 3 times 5 is 15. Well, okay, so I take my 15 pieces out to make my 5 holes. What do I have left? Well, 17 minus 15 is 2, so I have 2 pieces left, and then I just keep my denominator. Okay, so 5 2/3 is the same thing as 17 over 3. Let's do, okay, 19 over 6. Okay, remember, every 6 pieces equals 1 hole. Okay, so how many holes can I get out of 19 pieces? Well, the closest I can get to 19 is 18 without going over, right? So that's 3, because 3 times 6 is 18. So I can get 3 holes. Okay, so that's 18. So I took those 18 pieces out. How many pieces do I have left? 1. And then I keep my denominator. All right, one more. Okay. Okay, 23 over 7. All right, so every hole is made up of 7 pieces. So how many holes can I pull out of 23? Okay, 3. 7 times 3 is 21. So I can pull out 3 holes. Okay, so that's 21 pieces. What do I have left over? The 2. 23 minus 21 is 2. And then my 7 stays the same. All right, so good luck.